welcome back to Let's Play Dark Sun, Wake of the Ravager. When we last left off, we had managed to defeat Kian and his cohorts in order to gain access to the clouds, where upon arrival, we had stumbled upon a hut, which is home to Melantha, who had asked us to retrieve a magical flute, which we already have half of, so that way she may give it to her tribe as a peace offering so she may return. And, of course, we had met the crotchety old man known as Genero, who would give us information on the Lyre of Winds if we were to rescue his student Drisha, who we have already rescued. And speaking of the old geezer, let's go ahead and tell him that we have the stuff. We have recovered the items. You have recovered the contents of the tunnel. Give them to me and I will tell you what you want to know. And yeah, we have saved your student, now help us. Yeah, we already did that. Here are the items, now speak. The items you seek are up in the clouds, guarded by several traps, which I personally set many years ago to stop anyone from acquiring them. Well, how do we get past them? The first part lies to the southwest. You must get past all three traps that I set. There are a series of levers that you must manipulate in order to prevent the traps from springing and allowing you to retrieve the object you seek. I know what you're thinking, so before you ask, I don't remember the exact levers that disarm the traps. Yeah, that's no surprise. Given his age, you tend to forget stuff. Let us change the subject, which instantly disengages from his conversation. And I do believe the first piece, or the object that he mentioned was the flute piece that we have already gained. And, ooh, where's that? Who knows? Anyways, let's go ahead and return to Melantha's house, so that way we can rest up and recuperate my party spells. And I should have... Dang it! I actually should go ahead and actually recast Iron Skin, so that way it does not... Yeah, I'm just like gonna make sure that all my abilities are active and not possibly mess up. So I don't know what the heck is causing that. Maybe it's like some overflow that these characters are leveled up so highly that they're... I don't know. Anyways, let's go ahead and let's see. There we go. And let's cast Iron Skin again, which we thankfully only need to rest once to gain all your spells of this level back. Give me that. Give me that. And there we go. Spells are all used up. And let's see. And yeah. Oh, I also want to equip the magic boots onto Halton for reasons you'll see soon enough. And also, let's see.
Why do you return, little one?
Come with me to the flute.
I am too old to leave my hut. I can't make it past the monsters out there. Sorry to get your hopes up. Maybe a few years earlier I could have gone with you, but not now. I just want to return to my tribe so much.
Goodbye.
Good luck in your travels.
Yep, let's go ahead and leave the hut once more and finally go up to where we need to go. Though, before I do that, I am going to do quite a bit of pre-buffing. Yeah, and you shut up. Because this is going to be vital for our survival. Because first we're going to cast Enlarge on everyone. Which, for some reason, the Enlarge spell doesn't make any sound. Then we're going to cast Improve Haste on everyone. Or, well, just on Halton and Atticus. And then we're going to go ahead and cast Strength of 1. And then we're going to use Resist Fire. Alright, there we go. Which, yeah, he has a lot of castings of 10. Jeez. Too bad in this edition Intelligence doesn't give you extra spells. And then, let's see. Yeah, I think we're good. So, let's actually not save over part 37, because that would be bad. Just in case I screw up like last time. Yeah, that would be good. Anyways, let's go ahead and climb the path. Yes. And by the way, I accidentally hit F9 during recording, which is the button I used to stop and start the recordings, and you shut up! And oh boy, and we are now in combat with greater air elementals, which is what the game had spoiled earlier. Now, be careful when crossing this tunnel, the sides of this tunnel, because, yep, you may be subjected to prismatic sprays or fireballs, which is not good. And this is the reason why I had given Halton the magic boots, so that way he may just go across the field and just absolutely mangle these guys. And let's see. And why are you so angry, man? Yeah, he can really cover some ground. And since I used improved haste, don't have to worry about any supposed aging effects. And here we go. Now for Laura and Selexat, I'm going to move down. And the thing is, we can't use these switches. Laura's too busy to do that right now. And I'm going to have her guard and have Selexat go down here as well. And there we go. You go ahead, mangle him up. And you go ahead and do that. Yeah, can't do anything because we have easy mode on. Ha 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 ha. Let's see, any more? Yes, there is a whole bunch of air elementals up here, which is not too surprising because the fact is that we're among the clouds. Okay, yeah, those air elementals are not hostile to us, so let's just the regular ones that are, that is. And there's another one. Get it? Smack it up. Smack it up. And let's go ahead and let's see. Do you have your kinetics? You do. And let's quickly use the switch so no more of those traps will be triggered when we try to get past here. And now these elementals are now aggroed. So let's go ahead, smack them up. And thankfully, these are much easier to deal with. And, oh, look at them! Oh, isn't that cute? They're trying to hurt us! Yeah, no. I got the upper hand. I have the high ground, you doofs. Well, technically, we're both on even ground amongst the clouds, so, yep. Anyways, I think the rest of the air elementals are this way. See? Halton, go! Yeah, friggin' having all that movement is a godsend. Now, let's see. Do you still have your... Yep. Still have them, which is good. And I'm going to save, and I'm going to get Halton out because there's a bunch of levers that I don't want to load. There's a bunch of levers here, and of course, if he takes damage, it doesn't matter because he has L's Drinker. See? There's the switch, which did nothing. Yeah, hopefully... Let's see. Let's go to this tree, why not? And of course, since it's a tree, it is going to have a chance to have fruit. And there's an apple on it. However, that isn't all, because sneakily hidden in the foliage are 2 limes. Yeah! Which, of course, cast Cure Critical Wounds when used. And the apple casts Protection from Lightning. Recipient gains a +4 bonus to saves and only takes half damage from lightning. Nice. Which is useful, but I think the thing is I don't think we can actually cast that spell, which sucks. All right. Now, let's see. I'm going to save and hopefully not get murdered. Dang it. Oh, yeah, there we go. Yes. And we have obtained some white grapes, which have free action. Allows the recipient to negate the effects of spells such as Slow, Hold Person, and Web, which is a spell that I really should have used during that one fight during the Veiled Alliance attack, because that way I wouldn't have to worry about entangle and stuff like that. But at least you can burn away the stuff. But then again, if your enemies are entangled, they can't move and do crap. And, ooh, yes, please. And let's see. I would definitely like more of that. Free action is a good spell. It really is. Though, sadly, I've been kind of underutilizing spells that are really good. Now, let's see. You see this right here? This tombstone is actually something that we do want to use because that will allow us to make some progress. And here's another switch, and oh boy! Yep, there's a fireball. Heh, could have been a lightning bolt, which means I wouldn't have been able to have it. Thankfully, I got to the spell of resist fire. Anyways, let's go ahead and rock your world by moving that rock out of the way. Move it, Boulder! Freaking blockhead. Impeding my progress. Now, let's go ahead and... Ooh, look at this. Half of flute. Read the inscription on the pedestal. The two pieces of this flute were separated for a reason. Do not put them together, again, unless you are a fool wishing for trouble. I'm guessing that was inscribed by Genero. Let's see. Combine the two pieces of the flute. Each party member receives 25,000 experience points. And it's still there. Though if we were to use it, it will just say that, yeah, only has that. And now there is this tunnel here, which we're going to use. But first off, I'm going to save. And I really hope to God I don't have to re-record this. Because, oh man, pressing the F9 button, pressing the record button was a dumb move. And alright, let us go, let us go, let us go, and use one of the other switches that I completely passed up over here. And let's see, the switch. And we get some green grapes. Meh, I prefer the white grapes, which I actually had tried some not too long ago, and they're really sweet. So delicious. Yeah, I'm not usually into grapes, but if I were to choose grapes, it would be white grapes. Though they're more golden than actually white. That's weird. Anyways, let's save the game. And the reason I'm doing that is, of course, that sometimes... What the hell? Uh-oh. This ain't good. What the hell? I don't like these noises. Oh, crap! Yeah. We are now beset upon an air drake. 25 hit dice. Oh. For some reason, hitting one of those levers can aggro these guys. Let's see, do you still have your kinetics? Good. And for defeating an air drake, you get an air drake hide, which is good. And just stash all these things. And you know, Laura, you're gonna go ahead, or actually, yeah, select set, you can hold on to that. Now, oh boy. This is going to be bad. Because, well, actually, no. This is actually pretty good for us because the fact that once you trigger one, the rest come with it. Yeah. Oh, just go over. Also, there we go. Now let's just smack it. Because the thing is, they're up this path. Normally that cutscene would play. And you'd have to fight all these air drakes, like all in a single group, which can be dangerous. Because they can sometimes ego whip you, I think. And, of course, they can also engulf you, which, unless, of course, the air drake that has engulfed a party member is killed, they will not be able to make it. Though sometimes a party member, while it is engulfed, can sometimes make its way up or can make its way out. It's kind of a interesting little thing. Now let's go ahead and... Let's see, I want to see how many... Ooh. Yeah. Now, I actually... Ooh. Yeah, I'm just gonna go ahead and cut that out. Whoops. Now, I actually want to go ahead and rush back into Melantha's hut for a reason. And, well... This is going to be... Whoa! What the hell? Stop! Stop! Whew, that was bad. Alright, now that we have the flute, let us go ahead and give it to her.
Hello, Alora. I see you bring the flute. Will you give it to me so I can return to my tribe?
Will you help me fight the drakes?
If you give me the flute, I will do my best to persuade the tribe to help you fight the drakes.
Well, that would be helpful. Yes, take the flute. And she is now standing.
Thank you. Oh, thank you. Now I can spend my last days in peace. I never thought I'd return to my tribe. I was sure I'd die alone. I'll gather my few things and leave right away. Goodbye, and thank you again.
Thank you. Oh, thank you. Now I can spend my last days in peace. I never thought I'd return to my tribe. I was sure I'd die alone. I'll gather my few things and leave right away. Goodbye, and thank you again.
Yeah. About that, Melantha. My dear, sweet Melantha. I'm afraid you're not going to be able to do that. And we just instantly murdered Melantha. And what was the reason for that? Well, the thing is, she didn't want the flute to get back to her tribe. She wanted to get back at her tribe. But here's the thing. That bit of events was not in the final release. I don't know, maybe it was due to a bug or maybe it was cut. But of course, yeah. She would take the flute and somehow use it to control the air drakes to destroy her tribe. And I don't know what it is, but I could never get this to trigger, and it sucks, because I actually would have shown that as a what if. But anyways, let's go ahead and loot her in order to get a potion of Cure Light Wounds, a fruit, a lemon, a bracelet of Project Force, a one-use scroll of Setern's spell immunity, and the flute. Now, she was also apparently supposed to have 2 more items, a +2 dagger and a +3 helm. Yep. Way to go, developers. Not. Oh, that would have been nice to have a +3 helm. Because, you know, +2 dagger, wouldn't really care because, well, it's just a +2 dagger, and I actually want to stack that air drake hide. And yeah, even if we were to use the flute, nothing really happens. It's just like, it's weird. I probably should have told her to get out of my way. And again, where are the other air drake hides? Hello? Oh yeah, I only think I killed the 2. Oh well. Anyways, let's go ahead, give that to you, and give these to you, because I want you to be the one holding on. Besides, you can only use you're the only one that can use the one-use scroll. Okay, let's see. Are you there? Yep. Such a shame. Why couldn't this game have gotten the chance it deserved? You know what? Actually, I'm going to go ahead and save right here, because we're going to go ahead and defeat the other air drakes that were going to come our way. Yeah, let's just wait. Oh, there it is. Let's get it. And I want to make sure that there's at least one air drake left. Oh yeah, I also should have... Actually, I'm just going to quickly run into Melantha's house. And now... And just, like, show you what happens if you use the flute when there's nobody around. Or, well, specifically... Well, yeah. You play the flute, but nothing happens. Yeah, that's because we're not in the right screen. Because, yeah, the thing is, the flute is actually rather useful against these guys. And... yeah, Halton and Selexat gains a level. Nice. And your kinetics are there. Now I'm just going to quickly check. Let's see. I am just going to be one... Yeah, one more air drake left. Yeah, one more air drake left. That's all there is. I'll actually just go ahead and actually cut both instances where I actually scout ahead, so that way I don't spoil things. Now, let's go ahead. These guys are worth a fair amount of experience. It's good that they're doing this. This makes this so much easier. Come on. Now, let's go ahead and destroy this last air drake. Let's see. Selexat, do you have your... Yep, you do. And before I actually do what I want to do, I actually want to let that final air drake... Let the last air drake that's coming our way. Yep. See? Head. Break its face. And now the thing is, if you were to use the flute when there are no air drakes around, you play the flute so badly it shatters. And everybody receives 5,000 experience points. And once you get glass powder from that. However, I actually do not want to use the flute after defeating the last air drake. I instead want to use it while there is still an air drake around, because you play the flute but nothing happens. Oh yeah, we need to be in... We need to be near an air drake for this to happen. Because the thing is, once you use the flute... I said once we use the flute... Toot toot, here goes my flute. Atticus is too busy. What the... Oi! This is supposed to work! I don't know what it is. I guess the air drake actually has to be close enough, but we can't be in combat with it. Many of the air drakes turn and run from the screeching sound. Unfortunately, the sound also shatters the flute. And everybody receives 30,000 experience points, which is the reason I did it. Now, of course, I did lose out on a little bit of... I lose out on an air drake hide, but one... We actually only need... We don't need that many. And that is that. But alright, let's go ahead and move up here. And, ooh. That looks like something... And yeah, it's right here that cutscene with the air drake swooping in on us is supposed to play. Also, what the heck am I doing? I actually need to go ahead and rest up and get my spells back. Because I would like to make sure that everything does not drop. And, Selexat, do you have your... I'm always so... Why does that have to be a thing? Yeah, we are so dang far ahead, and there is Melantha's body, which will stay among the clouds. Dream on, Melantha! Dream on! Sorry I had to do what I had to do, but you were apparently evil. I don't know, maybe there was actually something like that, but the thing is, I did do the research. You can find the information online if you actually knew where to look. Like, it was like a... Yeah. Anyways, let's go ahead and... You know what? I actually don't care if I don't restock my thing. And yes, this is a teleporter, which brings us to this pressure plate. You hear the sound of huge rocks sinking into the ground. Each party member receives 15,000 experience points. Nice. Now let's go here. And for this bit, I'm going to want to use the keyboard, because if you try and use the mouse, you'll end up running over that again, which is kind of annoying. Alright. Now let's go ahead. Immune to missiles, iron skin, strength of 1. Yeah, for some reason that one spell doesn't work. Okay, let's see. Oh yeah, I actually want to get rid of iron skin for you, and put strength of 1 for you. And I actually want to go ahead. Okay, there we go. Cast some iron skin on everybody, because these guys can be a pain, because you saw how many attacks they can roll. Which can be an issue. And of course, want improved haste. Wang, gong, gong, gong. Alright. Go. Incastic. Can't even speak today. There we go. And now let's go ahead. And these are the rocks that would have blocked our path. And also, you can step on those stones again. Oh yeah, I actually want to show off what happens if you cast not bark skin. If you cast, I actually would like to, no, don't fail. Would actually like to show you what happens if you cast flesh armor with Selexat. And the thing is, it sets her AC to 9 normally, which is pretty insane. Power check fails. Again, you have a power check of 10. Also, without Barkskin, or not Barkskin, Barkskin can improve Selexat's AC to -3. Let's see. Oh yeah, I need to go to Mind Blank. And let's see. Now let's save again. And now we shall go ahead and, let's see, make sure that Mind Blank is on everybody, because I think that will actually prevent them from... Yeah, that should prevent all the air drakes from making sure, or getting off an ego whip, which sucks. And of course, since Halton and Atticus are just frickin' buffed up the wazoo, this encounter is going to be made trivial. But of course, you don't have to cast the spells that I use if you want to actually have a fun time. Wait, did I even let a air drake get off an attack? I don't think I did. Holy crap. And, oh ho ho, look who's there, it's the nest. And yes, these guys do not retreat from the sound of the flute. I actually want to end its turn. Guard. And, yeah, there we go. Laura. And let's just have Atticus deal the final blow. And let's see, there we go. We have dealt with all the air drakes, and we have made it to the nest. Let's go ahead and grab all these valuable air drake hides. And Atticus gets the item. No surprise. Atticus gets the item. And let us talk to this lady here.
I can't find a way out of the nest. You may be able to tear it down.
Please, get us down from here. I can't get out while holding the baby.
Yep, for some reason that's different. And in order to free her, you simply pull this stick. Each party member receives 250,000 experience points. Yes.
Thank you for saving us from those terrible drakes. I hid in my cloak as long as I could, but they would have soon found us and eaten us. Please, take this cloak as thanks for your great deed. Here, it's yours. It's a cloak of silence. I know you'll find good use for it.
Thank you for saving us from those terrible drakes. I hid the baby in my cloak as long as I could, but I could not stop him crying for much longer. I'd like you to have this cloak of mine as thanks for your great deed. I won't accept any refusal. You must take it. Here, it is yours. I have to get back to Kirill and Davin. We can talk more at the village.
And we now get a special reward from her. And of course, I shall go ahead and let's see, just put that. And let us go ahead, and I'll just go ahead and pick this up. And we also, for our troubles, we get the Lyre of Winds and a +1 axe as a constellation prize, which has Charm Monster. Changes target's allegiance in combat, and we also get the Stalker Cloak from our giant friend as a reward. But what do we do? We're like, where do we go from here? Well, you're going to find that out next time. I've been the Northern Star Dragon, and I shall see you in the next video.